いい香りですね。ほっとする。
If only I can actually trace this wonderful aroma.
お菓子もあればよかったのですが、旅暮らしの癖が抜けなくて、どうも身軽さを優先してしまうの。お茶のおかわりならいくらでも。お湯は温かいまま保っていますから、焦る必要もありません。
Vanna, you don't need to. I still have my tea here, so if I had wanting for more, I'll let you know.
ゆっくりでいい。聞かせてもらえますか？あなたのことと、ここに来た理由について。
Oh, right, yeah, I need to tell you of my story and why I'm being here in the first place. So, where to begin? A calamity called the final days had befallen the world. The world had been sundered, broken into shards. Mankind is being forced to flee the star. Well, honestly, a calamity... No. A calamity called the final days has befallen the world. Well, I guess I will start from the very beginning. Let's start with Heidelin being the whole mighty presence, which she will become later on, and how Ildivis started the whole thing, and how Emet-Selch wanted to bring back his people and such. And how Fandanio awakened Zodiark and caused the calamity in the the final days back in our world. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot to take in, given the fact that it hasn't happened yet.
荒唐無稽だ。とても信じられたものじゃない。
そうだね。正直、想像すらつかない部分も多いよ。ベーネス様はどう思います？
最初の終末がいつどうして起こったのかが正確でない以上、現時点では真偽を判断する材料がありません。ですから、すべて真実であるという前提に立って、なぜ私がそうしたのかを考えていました。
Given the fact that you're asking this now, maybe they had no other choice, or something else entirely.
大衆と14人委員会が選んだ道、それに反してハイデリーを作り出す理由を、少なくとも今の私でははっきりと説明できません。もちろんその時になってみないとわからないことも多いでしょうが、簡単に下せる決断ではなかったはず。何かもう少し、そうするしかなかった要因があるように思えるのです。それからなぜあなたにエルピスの花をしるべにしろと言ったのか。
The flower. which will serve as a guide.
花そのものや追う過程が大事だったとも考えられますが、あなたがここへ至っている以上、エルピスという場所にもきっと何かがある。それが何なのか、私はあなたに何をすべきなのか。
そっちについてはこうも考えられませんか？彼女たちの歴史においては、終末は不可避となり、もう星から逃げるしかない。せめてその未来について私たちに伝えておくことで、別の歴史が生じる可能性を作りたかったとか。
Well, that could be a possibility, but then again, tampering with the past is really something you're not supposed to do because it will change something that's not supposed to be changed in the future.
確かに理屈としてはあり得る話です。
Oh, it's a possibility. Again, changing thing is not supposed to be meant to be.
けれど、それが主たる目的なら、わざわざエルピスに誘導する理由がない。留守である可能性を考慮しても、私の家にするか、14人委員会のいるアーモロートを選ぶ方が賢明でしょう。
まあそうか。彼女はそのハイデリンってものから向かうべき時を指定されたわけじゃない。となれば、私たちと出会えるかどうかは重要じゃなかったというわけですね。
Probably.
あるいは、この偶然とも思える出会いが果たされることに、何らかの根拠を持ってかけていたのかもしれませんか。
パズルをしようにも重要なピースが足りてないみたいだ。
True, true.
確かな事実があるとすれば、終末が聞いた通りのものならば、それは私にとってかけがえのないものを焼き払おうとしています。そんな事象を前にして長い時間も費やして用意した手段が逃げるだけ。普通ならまず終末を完全に退ける方法を考えるはずでしょう。
Well, even with all the information I've given you, I'm not sure it's enough to forestall it long enough to find a solution for this.
それは14人委員会でも果たせなかったことですし、不可能だと考えたのでは？
私は不可能を信じていない。ハイデリンが私なのであれば、それだけは揺るぎない事実だと思います。
よくもまあ、こんな妄言に出てくる自分を本当に自分だと思えたものだな。
Oh boy.
私は納得していない。できるものか。この良き時代がそんなわけのわからない終わりを迎えるだと。大体そいつの語る私はおよそこの私とかけ離れているじゃないか。
Well, that's how you were in my timeline, so yeah.
同胞たちがゾディアークに命を捧げたとして、星のためであったなら人として誇るべきことだ。だというのに、私がありし日の町を模しただと。そんなものは彼らの行いへの冒涜だろう。
But it did happen.
お前をそこに招き入れた理由も全く理解ができない。自ら計画失敗の要因を作ったようなものじゃないか。確かに、この時代の復活なんてものを背負わされると思うと、嫌で嫌で仕方がない。 腹の底からうんざりする。だが自分からそれを投げ出すような真似を私がすると。随分と侮ってくれたものだな。
Well, that is true. I don't know you. And you don't know me very well as either.
よまいごとはもう十分だ。私は仕事に戻る。二度と邪魔をするな。
Eesh.
エメトセルク、ちょっと待ってよ。
Well, that couldn't get on better.
もう一つ聞かせてください。ここまでエルピスを見てきて何か気になったことはありませんでしたか？
Well, sure. Given the fact that I'm much still here that I need to tell. Damage is the key of all of this. Hermes and Meteion are somehow involved. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. Honestly, Hermes, or rather Van Daniel later on, has what I'm assuming because, you know, Hermes becomes Van Daniel later on, and I'm not sure what happened to Meteion because we haven't seen her somewhere in my time unless they will be bumping her at some point, but yeah, I haven't seen her there so far. So, I am pretty sure Hermes and Meteion are somehow involved in all this.
なるほど。エンテレケイヤであるメティオンとその作り手であるヘルメスですか。確かに終末に関係するとおぼしきアーカーシャという力がデュナミスと同一であるならば、彼らが鍵と言えそうですね。詳しく調べてみる価値はあるかと。そうと決まれば行動あるのみです。
Time for action.
今はまだ欠けているピースがきっとこの地にある。それを手にしたとき、未来の私が描いた絵の全容が、あなたが受け取るべき答えが導き出せるでしょう。私にもどうか協力させてください。
Aw, thanks, Vinat. I appreciate it. Now, I guess I'll finish this tea and get back to my investigation.
大丈夫。彼が私の知るアゼムから聞かされた通りの彼ならば、きっとこのままお別れにはならないわ。
Well, that is true. He's a very persistent man, which I have a lot of experience in my world, so this will be not the last I will see of him. And we're back from that small jump cut. So I'll probably explain this again. Unfortunately, I accidentally didn't turn on my voice beamer banana, which it resulted of having no commentary for the first 3 minutes of this recording. So that was like, oof. So now I'm going to be probably skipping that quest in particular because, well, one, for starters, I couldn't abandon the quest, so I basically, it's like, oh well, mine will just breeze or at least read through most of it to get to this point. So now, here we are with Vinette, and since I couldn't really record all of the quests in detail, I managed to get the voice cutscene where we're talking with Emet-Selch, Vinette, and Hydelius, if I'm pronouncing his name right, on regarding the final days and such. And of course, Emet-Selch really wasn't taking it very kindly, since he just rushed out saying, I don't believe it and I'll go back to my duties and such. So now we're here investigating Hermes and Meteion's true intentions and such, so after said and done, we could finally continue this in earnest, and hopefully I won't have any mishaps on my initial recording. Yay! Alright, so let's talk with Vinette here. Witness to the spectacle. At present, the strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Daemons and the Antidachea, which can control it. Yet, most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone to study them in depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Thus, I am inclined to stay at our current course and learn all we can about the Chief's Overseer and his familiar. On that subject, was there not else of note you can tell about Metron, aside from your unorthodox method of communication? They're more like her, like sisters. She and her sisters were created the journey to stars and search for intelligent life. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? Well... So these siblings of hers now travel to great expense to search for deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unsolved, I feel you have touched on a vital clue, one that you can keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Presbyteria Crystalline, not far from here. Just follow the path to the west. Okay, so we need to go westward, and I'm still salty that I didn't check my voice via banana for initial recording. Granted, I didn't really... Well, I also was assuming you can abandon the quest and restart it again, but... Unfortunately, for MSQ related quests, you can't abandon them, so like... Well, I fucked myself over. Okay, let's make our way downtown here. Worst come to show, I could do New Game Plus and make maybe all the way here to the point to do the investigation kind of thing, but that's just a lot of work and a lot of busy work. So I'd rather not. Hopefully it's not something I have, like, important information that I have missed. Maybe it's just like talking to a couple NPCs here and there. This tower and the one further along are both of the Presbyteria Crystalline, the facility where archive all the elite's observational and testing records. Despite how it appears on the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magical interconnected areas, which, while fascinating, it is not the reason we're here, is it? I shall cut to my architectural lesson short and see what sort of archivists have to share. If you find someone to speak over at the outer tower, I shall join you there soon, or at noon. Okay, we'll make way to the outer tower. Okay, Mr. Presbyteria Architis. You have a question for me? Certainly! Just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. While I wait for him or her to finish with that person. Indeed! So if you would provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should then have the sufficient data for our official records. Well, since he's done, now, what is it you wish to speak me about? Well, it's about the Hermes log data and such. The Chief's Overseer personal research project? And by that, I assume you mean Metron. Indeed. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes by without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I'm afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Metron appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Although, I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galen shared with me. And that is... Galen is my partner and fellow researcher here in the Deeps. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of the Chief Hermes sending Metron headward. A host of them. For several days she would speak at the scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. That sounds like a story I would like to hear. Mrs. Venet, I thought you have already returned to the service. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Pardon not to mention it, as you say. My original plan was to leave it after that task, but since I become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research, would you do me a favor with retailing this site of which delighted your Galen? Of course! Or you could hear it from her lips directly, if you would prefer. At present, she'll be observing a subject in metabrassal-talacy. She enjoys her time there, watching the sea creature hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters of the world ocean, recreated in such sublime detail. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress Venet. Even though such pursuits must constantly and regrettably delay your return to the star. Indeed, they do. This is the test well deserved or long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we proposed for wisdom you accumulated during your travel to Azam, as Azam. And what would this be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed serve as the basis of my techniques still in use today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embodies that nature with us as much enduring as passion as you. I dare say there is not a soul alive more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. I'll be honored. We shall take this opportunity to meet with Galen in person then. Then, allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. It will take you up to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That will be most helpful, thank you. And obviously the pleasure is mine. Alright, let's get upward. I opened the path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across the next tower and ask for admittance to the upper tier. Upon arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway and you will find yourself at the entrance to Metabrassal-talacy. Galen will eager share her tale with you, I'm sure. Alright. I'm pretty sure that's Galen way over there. I think. Mrs. Venet? Just passing through? Then allow me to prepare the path. If you need any further assistance, there is always an observer or two out in the upper sky. I'm pretty sure that's the person we're looking for, I think. Mrs. Venet? I was not told to expect... We should have prepared an official welcome or something. Not to my expense. Please, there's no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galen. that might be arranged? Yes, Galeen, of course! I will farm her immediately. But she may be engaged in the testing phase. You'll be in for something of a wait, so I should let you know that your business is urgent. That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us. Thank you guys for watching my recording session for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker's main MSQ. And if you have any comments, put them down below the video as well. And if you like this video, please click the like button. It's very much appreciated. If you are curious on whatever I upload on my YouTube channel, you can give it a look. And if you're curious on getting in touch on what I upload, you can subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon. And of course, I have projects that are going on my channel, which are right now Final Fantasy XIV Raid, Trial, MSQ Broadcast, Dropkills, Minions, Mounts, anything related to Final Fantasy XIV. Secondly, which will be Freight Grand Order, Lost Bill 4, 5, the events, the challenge quests, and anything that are related to Fate Grand Order. And lastly, which will be Personify the Royal, whenever the existence of actually starting to record that again will be in the near future. And this has been Ravensleep45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy XIV day.